Most of my friends in gangs, my new nickname is Genghis Khan, but without the yay, but his last name's my side. I ride with that demeanors. I'm armed to the teeth. You're Venus and you've never been to the Venus.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Before we get started, y'all already said thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. I am doing a $50 giveaway, either a Microsoft card or a PSN card. So the rules are real quick, real simple. The rules are you gotta be subscribed to the channel. I mean, without question, you gotta be subscribed to the channel. Leave a comment, either PSN or Xbox, whichever one, and I'm gonna pick randomly, and then I'm gonna let y'all know in another video who won, or I might just message the person and tell them who won, either or. And then I'm gonna give y'all code for a $50 Microsoft card or a $50 PSN card. So again, like the video, subscribe, comment PS4 or Microsoft or Xbox, whichever one you want, whichever one you got. Again, thank y'all for 1,000 subscribers. Subscribe, like the video. Let's keep growing. Let's keep running it up. But this is what I want to say. This is not really a 2K rant. This is what I want to say. What do y'all consider a skill gap? Think about that. Before you give me an answer, what do you consider a skill gap? Because looking at 2K and Mike Wayne, I'm really fucking confused. I'm really confused on what a skill gap is. Because to me, let's get through this. To me, a skill gap is differentiating between the people that are good at the game and are not good at the game. And being good at the game is more than just being able to press a bunch of buttons at one time. I could teach somebody how to do that. To me, a skill gap means IQ too. So, I'm looking through here, and the biggest, most controversial thing in 2K right now is the shooting. No doubt about it. It's the shooting. So I'm looking down Mike Wayne tweets, and I see him saying all this different type of shit about this. Tap the left trigger for the ideal release for a boost. If you use a shot meter, turn the shot meter off. Or if you using the shot button, turn the shot meter off. Turn off shot aiming. Do a bunch of shit. Just look through this. Swinging the RC. It's so much that he's tweeting. So much different shit that he's tweeting about shooting. And I see people saying, oh, I'm a 67 overall. I just aim the stick and I can get greens. Timing don't matter. I just aim it. That's not a skill gap. If I got a 65, that's not a skill gap. That's what people was complaining about last year. People with low threes being able to shoot. Attributes have to matter, 2K. If you're going to have a skill gap, first things first, attributes got to matter. They have to. Why am I able to have a low three that I'm not supposed to be shooting? I have to play with some IQ. That's how it's supposed to be. If I'm not a good three-point shooter, I may have one hot spot on the floor, maybe. But if I don't, I got to figure out a way to get points by knowing how to play the game. For some reason, y'all think skill gap is making shooting more complicated to where you have to press more buttons on your controller and do more. That's not a skill gap. A skill gap is where you have to have IQ, knowing when to shoot, knowing where your hot spots are, knowing what type of defender you have on you, all that type of stuff. That's skill gap. You know what's gonna add a skill gap? Stop giving people bounce backs. This is last year. Stop giving people very late, very earlys. Stop having people with low threes just because they know how to aim and shoot in people's face. A skill gap means prioritizing good shots in good spots. That's it. Yeah, your timing matters. But if you add new elements to the game and all I gotta do is sit back and learn those new elements, I can know nothing about how to play basketball or nothing about good shots. All I gotta do is learn this weird jump shot and I'm gonna be able to make it, whether it's very late, very early, as long as I aim it right. And then for the people who want to have skill and take their shot meter off, you tell me you make it less? That ain't no skill gap, not to me. That ain't a skill gap to me, bro. The difference between a skill gap is the difference between somebody taking a wide open three and somebody taking a contested three. It's a difference. Y'all see my 2K20 videos, how I run around the court, how I try to get open, how I take shots from my hot zones first. I do all that. That's called IQ. That's called a skill gap. You still crediting people for shooting bad shots. And the people that shoot good shots, because they don't know the complicated system yet, they don't get any payoff. I don't get it. But because I know how to aim a stick, I can make a 22% contested with a 73? That makes no sense. That's not a skill gap. That's called whoever learns this the quickest, go out and show that you know it. That has nothing to do with skill. Nothing. Skill is knowing where to be on the court. How to release it from this spot. How to release it from that spot. Using all the tools you have, running off screen, doing all this type of stuff to get an open shot. I don't get what y'all think skill gap is. 2K is just making the controller system more confusing and less efficient, less intuitive. And they saying it's a skill gap. I don't get it. You make the controls less intuitive and call it a skill gap. So if you want more of a skill gap, what you're gonna have to do? You have to use two controllers? Oh, that's a skill gap. If you don't know how to use two controllers to shoot on 2K, then you just need to get better at the game. No. So I ain't really even want to get too deep into it. I just really want to know y'all idea of what is a skill gap. Because to me, learning a fucked up controller shooting scheme is not a skill gap. A skill gap is once I learn the controller scheme, once I learn how to shoot, having efficient basic shooting controls, once I learn how to shoot timing and good shots. There was not a skill gap because if I know my shot, I green all the time. There was no skill gap last year because you had people making bounce backs. You had people making shots, making 3, 4, 5 shots in a row without greening. You had people making full white 32%. You gotta penalize bad play, penalizing bad IQ. That's what's going to improve your skill gap. Who can think more than the other person? Cause I know people right now that play fucking Mortal Kombat that could probably get this shooting system quick and go out there and shoot. Do they got more skill than somebody who y'all just had on y'all fucking 2K TV? It don't make no sense, bruh. You have to know something about basketball. But that's all I really wanted to say. Again, giveaway. Like, subscribe, PSN or Xbox, comment PSN or Xbox in the comment section. I'm gonna randomly pick somebody, and whoever wins, you'll get either a $50 PSN card or a $50 Microsoft card. So keep subscribing, keep liking, keep sharing the video. And this giveaway is just to thank y'all for all y'all support, bro. Y'all supported so much, and I just wanted to come holler at y'all for a minute, and I'll see y'all in the next video.